What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Mists of Pandaria Classic, and today I just want to give a quick recap on my day 1 and what I've done so far on day 1, because the fact is, launch was insane, and I'm just going to say there's way more people and way more hype for Mists of Pandaria than even I was expecting, so I'm very positively surprised about that, and I'm also positively surprised about what I was able to do on the day 1. So I'm logging in right now, it's 8:30 in the morning on Wednesday, and first of all, we couldn't get Valor points on Tuesday, which I think was fantastic, because that way people are not, people are not incentivized to rush to level 90 and then cap out Valor points before the reset. That being said, from today we can start getting Valor points, so I'm going to start doing some daily quests, which I did yesterday as well, but now we get 5 Valor points per daily quest, and do heroic dungeons. Now, first of all, I obviously did not sleep yesterday like anyone who watched me stream. I played 24 hours straight after the launch happened, and I have slept now. I feel pretty good. I might look tired, but I feel really awake. And before anyone comments on my eyes being red or anything, I have allergies, like I'm kind of excused. I have not done coke yet, but either way. Yesterday, I got to level 90, it took me 15 hours, and I did not do any monkey runs or dungeon farming. The one exception was level 85 to 86, because yesterday, Jade Forest was unplayable, and the first quest was bugged as well. So 85 to 86, I simply farmed dungeons for 1 level, and from 86 to 90, I simply did questing. I quested the entire way, and queued up for a few dungeons as well with a friend of mine. We were both DPS and not really good gear. Like, this Warlock was not a very good geared character. It was a regular, not even Dragon Soul geared or a Firelance geared. I had phase 1 Cataclysm gear. So my plan was just to go into Pandaria, enjoy the expansion the way it quote unquote is meant to be enjoyed. So instead of farming monkey runs or dungeon spamming, I'm just gonna quest, because for me, I enjoy questing. So I can just say questing level 85 to 90 takes about 15 hours if you know roughly what you're doing. I did not follow any questing guides, but I have done these quests before, but it's been 12 years ago. So just somebody who hasn't really done the quest in 12 years and doing the quest for the first time in 12 years took me 15 hours to level up those 5 levels. So leveling definitely feels great, and it's not too fast, not too slow. I will say the last 2 levels you really just want to level anyway, because Townlone gives you rep with Shadow Pan, and Dread Waste you kind of have to. First of all, you get a bunch of rep with the Claxi, but also the quest lines unlock the Paragons, which gives you more dailies for more reputation. So after day 1 and just leveling up and doing dailies on day 1, this is my standing. Golden Lotus I'm currently neutral with, Shadow Pan I'm almost honored with, August Celestials I'm neutral with, the Claxi I'm like 3.3k into honored with as well. I could get more here by the way, but I'm gonna get that today. But then we have Lorewalkers, the Anglers and the Tillers. So this is my current standing after just day 1 of leveling and doing dailies one singular time. Either way, apart from leveling, what did I accomplish yesterday? Well, I got a bunch of bound on account items. You know, the items that I've made a couple of videos about, the rare ones you really want to get, that have a long respawn timer and you get them in the open world. So you, for example, have this blade over here, the Blade of the Prime, located in Dread Waste, in that cave. You also have the dagger all the way up here as well. So for me, I managed to get quite a few of them yesterday. The first one I got was the Manipulator's Talisman. This one you get from a snail in Dread Waste, like all the way in the briny muck. Over here you have to talk to a snail called the Glinting Whelp Rocana, or something like that. And then I went on a spree yesterday, just simply flew over Dread Waste to check out which blues were available, and I managed to strike the perfect time, as they were all about to respawn. So I managed to get myself this one right here, Malik's Stalwart Spear, 450 item level, level 86 requirement, very good for any monks, monk tanks, even feral druids, right? Then we have this one right here, Agility Dagger, once again, 450, account bound, and level 86. We have this, a one-handed tank sword, 450 item level, account bound, and level 86. We got the Blade of the Poisoned Mind, kinda perfect for me as a caster, right? So even on my main, it's an upgrade, and any caster alt I'm gonna level will be using that sword. Then we also have the Lucid Amulet of the Agile Mind. It's a necklace. Like 450 once again, account bound, and level 86. It is very good for those item level pushes, but also just very good items to have. Like for example, a caster can use this trinket just for the item level push, then also use a necklace, which is great, and then use this sword as well. So 3 item level upgrades for anyone who are level 86 or higher. Now, because I was questing yesterday and I leveled fairly fast-ish, I also managed to get myself the Kapha Press. Now, this one gives you 4000 haste for 25 seconds on a 10-minute cooldown. It's just an item you have in your bags, and per my knowledge, I believe this one can be used inside dungeons and raids, but don't quote me on that. I'm trying to figure out how good this one actually is, or how bad it is, but I just knew that for me, I wanted to have it. When doing daily quests as well, like just getting 4000 haste, it is a mini bloodlust. It is about 15%, maybe closer to 12 or something like that, on use that you can just get. And that item as well, you get from Kunlai Summit, inside a cave, all the way in the mountain, right next to Courageous Yon, basically, just south of him. So you go to Kota base camp, go up the mountain, go inside the Yeti cave, and talk to an NPC. Now this one is also a world type of treasure, so if somebody else grabs it before you, it has a pretty long respawn time, which is kind of why I'm happy to have it, because getting this one could take quite a little bit of time. Now, one more thing that I kind of want to show off, it's not really great, but I did manage to get this, the Ancient Pandaren Mining Pick. As you can see, it's plus 10 mining, that is like not really fancy, because that's the regular mining pick, but it has a side effect. Plus, allows you to find gems while mining in Pandaria, does not need to be equipped. So you simply make more gold per hour when farming with mining. That being said, I farmed yesterday for a full hour and did not get a single gem, so the drop rate is really low. You don't have to feel bad for not having this, but if you have it and you will farm a lot, you will get slightly more output from your time spent. And apart from that yesterday, I managed to set up my professional characters, at least the tailors and scribes. The reason why I didn't set up the alchemist is that living steel at the moment is very volatile, and I've tried to talk about this as much as I can. Alchemy and living steel is a market I am not in for the rush of the launch. It is something that will be good for the entire expansion, but will not be good at launch. I've said it like 1,000 times. When it comes to making gold at the launch, Inscription is basically where it's at. Inscription will be great at launch, and absolutely fade into nothing throughout the expansion. Meanwhile, Alchemy will be slightly worse at launch, but will pick up when the raids comes out, and will then stay somewhat moderate throughout the entire expansion and keep printing. Now, one more reason why it's not really good at launch is that nobody has the recipes yet that requires living steel. I believe the only recipes that require living steel that are somewhat easily obtainable are the engineering goggles, which not even everyone makes, right? But the ones that make them, that's where the money could be at the moment. So some people are making bank of living steel, but it's hard to get sales, and that is why I'm not in the game, because when it comes to making gold right now, you have to convert what you're doing into sales to get that profit, realize the profit before the prices go down. So for me, all of these characters that are in Valley of the Four Winds, they are my tailors. I set them up yesterday, so now I can start doing the Imperial Silk cooldown, and all the level 85s here that are in Stormwind plus the other account, they are scribes. So I set up my scribes as well to make Scroll of Wisdom, so there we go. I have now set up almost all of my professional characters. I have a level 90 character, and once you have a level 90 character, you can also buy a Tome of Flying to your alts. So I flew around yesterday for about 6 hours, farmed Herbalism plus Mining, on my level 85 Druid, simply farming. And just to show you guys how to get that book as well, because I got like a billion questions yesterday about this, you can fly on your alts once you have a level 90, and I'm probably gonna get a billion questions still, because not all of my videos gets huge views, which is fine, but either way, when you have a level 90 like this, you learn training from this guy right here, or the Horde equivalent. Then there's a second option that opens up. Here you can buy a Tome of the Four Winds, level 85, Flying Book, bind to account, so you can then send this to a level 85 alt, and boom, you can now fly. Either way, that's the video for today, so hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I'll be live right on YouTube and on Twitch, so please come by and say hello, or ask any questions that you have. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.